FUIT is what we have to deal with. And of course, when I tell this story, people say, okay, that's just you, though, you know? This isn't everyone. And I say, really? If you look at the real consumerization of IT story, the real FUIT, you are at risk. Again, it's not an iPhone or an iPad or a MacBook Air, which is very nice and definitely business worth it, just in case anyone was wondering. You know the real problem? Yeah, it's Gmail. You do all that work. We are a regulated industry. We have to have full email correspondences are tracked and everything. We install DLP, do you know this? Like data loss prevention software on our Exchange server. It's going to scan attachments and make sure there's no keywords and credit card numbers and insider trading information. And you know what? I'm connected to Gmail when I'm emailing my stuff to myself outside the company. And Gmail connects now via HTTPS, so they can't even really scan that. They can block Gmail, but not for my 3G card. On my laptop, it's not domain joined. There's proxies that are set up, and those move around every single day. I mean, good luck keeping that up. So there's that. What is FUIT today? It's Dropbox. How many of you are familiar with Dropbox? Right? If you're not, go there as soon as you get home tonight and never use your corporate share again. Dropbox is like file synchronization. 2 gigs free, pay like $100 US a year for 50 gigs. And you install an agent on your little computer, and you point it to My Documents folder, and it synchronizes it with the cloud. But you can have multiple machines on Dropbox. So I actually have a physical desktop computer at home, a desktop computer at the office, and my laptop I travel with, and I never have to use file like VPN, whatever, because I make a PowerPoint, push Control S, and before I'm out the door, it is synchronized with the cloud and push it down to my other machines. Multiple coworkers can share it. It's great because it's like replacing file sharing. It's not like a web dev, kind of crazy front end. It's like actually an agent that runs on Mac, Windows, and copies their files and keeps it on everywhere. Is Dropbox secure? Doesn't matter, because your users are using it. I mean, yeah, so maybe Dropbox, like they'll say, well, they're using Amazon S3 storage. That's cloud storage, is public, like they're kind of shady on their policy about what Amazon's policy on how the security works and all this kind of stuff. Dropbox does not encrypt your files. Which, why? So they can use single instance storage. Charge you 50 gigs, 50 gigs, 50 gigs, 50 gigs. You all have the same episode of The Office in your My Docs folder, and they're only showing 1 copy. Yeah, you download like a software ISO and copy it into Dropbox, it uploads in about half a second. Because they did a CRC check, and we're like, oh yeah, we got it, you're good. Interesting. But the point is, so is that secure? It's irrelevant. Because Dropbox.com, click, my account, setup, trial, install agent, done. And now your files are out there. Son of a bitch. By the way, for me, I use Dropbox. I actually bought drive security to do encryption, hard drive encryption on the Mac. I didn't want to encrypt the whole thing because I didn't want the performance hit, but that's because I have the wherewithal as an IT smart employee that, oh, okay, if someone stole my laptop, everything's there. We're a public company. You think I don't have access to BrianMadden.com pipelines and stuff? You think that's not my Dropbox? And again, the people who ask me from Kaspersky, they're like, isn't that against your policy? Probably. How, do you think, okay. So what's making our lives difficult? Here's a fun one, Salesforce. Salesforce is the ultimate example, right, of web SaaS applications. Why is it here for FUIT? Guess what? You can buy a Salesforce account just for yourself for not very much money. If you were an employee of a company that put all their time and effort into maintaining their customer relationship and pipelines and all that kind of stuff, all this correspondence, and your company provides you something, the interface, but then when you leave your company, you leave it behind, maybe I buy my own Salesforce account. $1,000 a year, you think it's not happening? The sales reps are doing that? By the way, Salesforce makes it really easy to integrate with existing traditional old school CRM systems. You think employees can't figure that out? You think a sales rep doesn't pay someone like me $200 to come to their house on a weekend and set up their own personal Salesforce account that's synchronized with their real system? Their real system says it's Windows only, you gotta connect to terminal server, it's slow, and now Salesforce is on the iPad and Android, and it's all their data. When they leave the company, their data goes with them. Yeah, you think it's not happening?